Spoiler alert, Skagway was my favorite Alaskan cruise port. This is exactly what I wanted Alaska to look like. We took a short shuttle into town due to the rock slides. We spent the morning on the White Pass Railway. I highly recommend, and it by far exceeded my expectations. I loved that we were able to walk outside onto the platforms between the cars and look out as much as we wanted. There were several tour options that included the railway, but we chose the one that went up and back round trip in about 2.5 hours.
Rivers before finally arriving in Dawson City and the Klondike Goldfields. The body of water we're seeing on our left is called Summit Lake. It's a glacial tarn or a ribbon lake, which means it was gouged out of the bedrock by glacial erosion. With depths reaching over 150 feet, it's about 4 miles long and doesn't get much wider than what we see here today. And yes, fish do live in this lake, mostly Arctic grayling and lake trout.
The White Pass and Yukon route climbs from sea level in Skagway to almost 3,000 feet at the summit in just 20 miles. It is one of the steepest climbs of any railroad in the world. After the train ride, we walked through town and stopped for lunch at the Skagway Brewing Company. After lunch, we walked to the Skagway Museum. This was off the main road a bit, but I highly recommend. Many displays on the town's history inside, and a train that you could climb aboard outside.
You can see the trains.
We spent the afternoon walking around the cutest little town. Then we took a nature walk over the footbridge to Yakuntania Point. I hope I said that right. It was a short, easy hike worth the views. By the time we got back into town, the crowds had cleared out some. So we checked out the snowplow train, the museums, and the famous Red Onion Saloon. Enjoying our view in the great outdoors. The sail away from Skagway was by far my favorite of the trip. Beautiful clear skies, and the views were just spectacular. Sailing off to Ketchikan, that'll be our next port.